Well, Dricus, John Anik said it best at the end of the show tonight. A great asset to the company you are, an incredible ambassador of the sport, but another title defense under your belt, quite literally. How does it feel coming away from this fight with another win?
Yeah, absolutely incredible. Every fight to me feels, well, it is. This was literally the most important fight of my career. After winning the belt from Strickland and there being controversy from his side and from his fans and from a lot of people. I mean, people wanted to see the rematch up until the Hamzat thing happened. And then to me, I went like, oh shit, was it that close? Okay. So if I lost this fight, it would have tarnished my whole title reign because he's beaten Adesanya, I've beaten Adesanya. And this was me proving that I did beat him and just doing it in more spectacular fashion. So for me, this fight meant absolutely everything. And to be able to stand here and put on a clinic that I did tonight was absolutely amazing.
Over the last 13 months, you've obviously made some adjustments, but also in fighting Israel Adesanya, finishing him, then coming back and fighting this fight. What was the biggest adjustment that you felt in between this first fight in Toronto and then this one here in Sydney and yourself that really made the difference?
I think it was pretty evident that, and pretty, like everybody could see the guy that fought Strickland for the first time for the belt and the guy that fought you tonight. And that's what I said. I had a year in between to get better, to train as a world champion, getting world champion, to have the mindset of I need to be training harder, better than anybody else in the world. Anybody in my gym needs to look up to me and go, that's why he's world champion. And I came out here tonight to put on a show where I didn't go crazy and have a 28% strike rate, big shots, landing great, but I wanted to be more accurate, I wanted to be calm, accurate, and calculate the performance. Calculate my strikes, calculate when to do what, and I did that. I'm really, really excited to see the amount of my striking accuracy in this fight because the first one, it was around 28%, which is terrible for me. And I stayed calm in this fight. When I saw his nose go, I went for it, and tough as he is, he deserves all the hype. He is a tough man. I kind of let it go, but then I went back to being composed and did what I had to do.
We saw you smile at the end of the fourth round as you walked back to your corner. Did you kind of know in that moment, okay, the nose is broken, you had quite a lead. Going into that final round, what's going through your mind when you know anything can happen, but as long as you stick to the game plan, stick to what you're doing, you'll probably come away with the win?
I actually smiled to my corner because I always smile when things get before I walk out, when I get nervous, for example.
You still get nervous?
Yeah. Well, nervous just in terms of performance, to be able to do what I don't want to get out of there and be like, no, I won the fight, but I didn't do. I get nervous because after that fourth round, I knew I had 4 in the bag. I was like, listen, the first 2 was like, geez, is this really a fight? What's happening? Then the third, fourth, it got more real for me because he actually he realized he's losing this fight and he went for it. But I walked to the corner after that and I was like, oh, sucks to be him right now. He has to make it work in this fifth. But I was smiling because I knew, shit, this fifth round, he's coming out to finish this fight. His corner, I know what's going to happen right now. He's maybe going to shoot. That would be dumb. There's no way he's submitting me. So I think he's going to come out guns blazing. And I have to deal with that right now. Obviously, in the fifth round, you don't feel the same as you did in this first. And I was smiling because I was like, oh, here we go again. Let's go for it. And it was exactly that. It was an incredible fight, and it was an honor sharing the octagon with him again.
I think the smile said a lot. You're always willing and able to rise to the challenge. That's kind of been the story of your UFC career and now your legacy as champion. But when we think about legacy, I know you said, is there no one else? And you looked at Alex Pereira, but Hamzat waiting in the wings maybe for you and your legacy. What is the fight that makes the most sense next? Is it another middleweight fight, maybe with Hamzat, or is it moving up to challenge for another belt?
No, I think the Hamzat fight is next. I know he's fighting, Alex Pereira is fighting Ankalaev next. No, that fight was a call out to say, listen, I'm ready for that. I'm not scared of Alex Pereira. He was in Strickland's corner. I hope he saw what he needed to see. And like I said, I would ask him what it feels like to lose again. He was in Strickland's corner the first time. And now he's gotten a look at it, what he has to deal with and how much quicker I'm getting better. Every fight they postpone it, every fight I'm getting better. It's easy as that. So I have the world's respect for Alex Pereira. I think he is the pound-for-pound best fighter in the UFC. In combat, right as of now, I'm building on my legacy, but as of now, he is the greatest combat athlete the world's ever seen. To be able to do in a short period of time what he has done and where he comes from, and the achievements he's had. So it will be the biggest honor to share the octagon with him. But as of now, defending this bout is my first priority, and that's what's next.
I know you just fought for 25 whole minutes, but if you could maybe take a little rest, you deserve a little bit of a vacation, but if you could make your pick as to when, you're so welcome, I make these decisions. If you could choose when you'd make your return to the octagon, when would it be?
I would love to maybe see, I've learned my lesson on making promises on fight night. The adrenaline's pumping, feeling ready to go tomorrow. Tomorrow you're feeling like you can't go at all. But the National Fight Week seems like a great idea.
Okay, that's fun. That's a fun time for everybody. Very hot, though, in Las Vegas. How about this? We'll follow up and ask again tomorrow. And if you still want IFW, then I'll work my magic, because I totally make those calls.
Thank you, boss.
Dricus, congratulations. Always an honor to watch your fights. Thank you.